All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome into episode 23 of Comic Book Women. I should have known that before we started. In honor of the holiday, the girls and I were kind of thinking, let's pay proper tribute to all the Irish characters and creators that we have in this beautiful community.
Well,
So, yeah.
not
If you're just
all,
joining us,
right?
well, some.
Yeah.
Some. Otherwise, we'd be on all night, right?
Mhm,
I mean,
mhm.
if you haven't joined us before, I'm Laura. Hi. And we got Jen. And of course, the beautiful Lucy. Lucy, you're muted.
I'm like, wait, I'm not Jen. I was waiting.
I know you totally waved on Jen's. I'm like, we got Jen. Lucy's like, no, you're Lucy. Lucy.
Soft.
You're fine. Anyway, all right. So let's kick the night off. We're not even drinking yet. That's just.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, are you? Yeah, I have my Irish
that's
beer
why.
tonight. What are you drinking?
I guess it's Mexican beer. I don't know if it's Mexican. It's a mango cart. It's from here, from California, I think. It's really good.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that. Okay, first character that we want to talk about tonight is Siren. This is an interesting one. When I started kind of doing some research on her, so she's a mutant with the ability to have like sonic waves come out, right?
Mhm.
Am I explaining that bad, Jen?
No, that's good.
So she's like a badass Ariel.
Yeah. I mean, she's basically the. So everyone, well, not everyone. A lot of people know about Banshee from the X-Men comics. He was also a character in X-Men First Class. You see a little bit of it there.
That's
Yeah,
her dad.
that's her dad. When we've never
Okay.
seen her or her mom in any not MCU, but oh man, Sony, what was that? No, Fox. Fox had
Fox,
X-Men.
there you go.
So like
You never know. They might bring her. So I mean, this book, I don't think it's that expensive. So that's just a time.
Yeah.
You never know what mutants they're gonna bring. So this is kind of like a good one just to have.
Yeah, and she has a really like dynamic character backstory history,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, I started reading into it. I'm like, holy hell! Like there's a lot to this character, but you don't hear about her all that often.
Well, and she's also so in that Spider-Woman 37 that you have pictured here
Mhm.
from 81, that's her first character appearance, and then her as Banshee is X Factor 200 from 2009.
Okay.
And then if you
Right.
want to see her again, she character changes again in X Factor 244 as the Morgan. I don't know how to pronounce it because it's Morrigan.
Hmm.
Morgan.
Moriga. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're
But
all
that's cool.
ruining.
Like, I just think that there's a lot of untappedness to her.
Mhm. Cool.
Well,
I
yeah, and
like
this
her.
this
I like-
recent series, this X Factor one, I really like that all the color or covers that they're doing for that has the what do you call it? Like the music sound coming out of there on the covers. I think it's really pretty.
Mhm.
There's a technical term for that. It's not just music waves, but I think the covers are gorgeous. And from what I've been like researching, it's a good story arc if you want to. I don't know.
Yeah, and I like she's a red hair, and her costume is just pretty cool. I think Ultramax will love her because always says that he likes redheads. So there it is.
Oh man, who doesn't like a redhead, right? I mean, that's just like
Right,
not.
yeah.
Hey, Anthony raised his hand.
Who's this cover done by? The one that you guys put? That's the newer one.
I don't know. Can you look this one up for me, producer? It's pretty. Whoever did this.
Isn't
It's
this-
X Factor 6.
Right, Lucy? You're looking for this one?
Yeah, I like it. I like this one.
That's the one you're hunting for, Spider Woman.
Yeah, I like that one. I just
yeah.
want to have that one just because I really like.
So Galster, he's like our guru from Canada. He said Morrigan.
Okay. Okay.
So we're learning things here at Comic Book Women. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is kind of an obvious choice, but we had to include Daredevil, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think he's infamous for being a Catholic and being Irish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had like hardcore Catholic upbringing.
Yeah. So
Oh, Anthony just gave you the answer. This really quickly. This cover was Ivan Shavrin.
The newer
Ivan
one,
Shavrin.
right?
Yeah, the
The
newer one's
X-Factor?
pretty, huh?
Mhm.
All right, back over to Daredevil. So yeah, you got the Catholic upbringing. He was pretty. Wasn't it his mom that kind of hammered that into him, or am I thinking Green Lantern?
Oh crap!
No, his dad. Because remember
The boxer.
Yeah.
Then didn't like. Okay,
Hmm.
so here's the thing. I'm getting a little flustered now. But Daredevil is like from Netflix to like a lot of people know like the Frank Miller run. I really want to read the Chip Zdarsky. Is that how you say his name?
Yes,
Horrible with
Zdarsky.
names.
Yeah, I really want to read. I've been hearing a lot of great things for a while about that series, but I still haven't picked it up. So I'll probably start picking up the graphic novel for it. But I think for a long time, people were saying that Daredevil, why are his keys or even his first appearance like undervalued? But with definitely him coming back to the MCU, we've heard numerous people say that Kevin likes the actor Charlie Cox.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't gotten into Frank Miller's run, that's a good place to like jump on. And then if like me, you want to read Chip, I feel like that would be a good spot to also to like pop in on.
I think it was the dad, Lucy. You're right. His dad was battling Jack, right? The boxer, the Irish boxer.
Yeah.
Right? And they also called him the devil, which is I think that might be why they call him Daredevil. I'm pretty sure. So that's kind of some cool backstory on this guy. But okay, so Jen, I'm gonna make you really flustered. Are you ready? Okay, so a lot of you out there know a ton about comics. So let's test Jen here. What is the relationship between Daredevil and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
The origin story. Because of the canister that was used. Yeah. The canister that was used that made the turtles grow got splashed in his eyes, and yeah.
Did you know that, Lucy?
Oh wait, yes, I did. Yes. Sorry, yes. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm answering to Jen, and not. What the fuck?
Okay, well, all right. You know that's
yeah,
fine.
But it's really good like knowledge to have, and if I wasn't such like a nerd, then I probably wouldn't know that. But I thought that was when I first learned that, like a couple years ago, like that was really, really cool. I didn't know that until I learned it again, like years ago. But
yeah, you know what? I just learned it by watching the show on Netflix because it kind of show a little bit about that, how like he went blind and stuff like that. So that's how I know, not because I read the comics, but because
my mind was blown. So the same guys, if you're just watching, the same chemical spill that made all the turtles mutate is the same thing that got splashed into his eyes and made him blind. But there's one more correlation. Jen, do you know what it is? Think hard on this one.
Wait, what was it? The question again?
What's one more tie between Daredevil and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? If you guys out there are watching, I'm not going to put your comments up. You'll probably know.
Besides being,
Jen, you know this.
Besides being in New York.
Besides the chemical spill.
And besides like the location, because the turtles were in New York also.
Mm-hmm.
So besides location, I don't know what.
Okay, so who did the turtles fight?
The Shredder.
Well,
the Foot Clan. Oh, the Foot Clan. And then he goes with oh shoot, what's that ninja group that he
oh, that's true.
With Elektra.
I'm not gonna tell.
Oh crap, what's the name? It's not the foot though. It's
Anthony's giving you a clue. The
hand.
Oh, the hand. Oh, okay. I was looking.
Oh my god, he's on the background.
Hand versus Foot Clan. JK.
The hand. Yep.
Look at the chat's like, you guys, hand versus Foot Clan. Yeah, kind of a fun little.
That's funny.
See, I almost had you, but no, you knew. You just didn't know what I was asking, but you still knew. You're like insanely good. All right. Guys, if you're just hopping on in, welcome to Comic Book Women. We're spending tonight just kind of highlighting some fun Irish characters and creators, and we're drinking our Mexican beer. I mean, why not?
Hey, it's a mix. Like, there's some characters that they're mixed, so.
Yeah, all right. Let's go on to the next one.
That leads into the next one, right?
Yeah, perfect segue. Kyle Rayner. This guy, okay. This one's interesting, though. I don't know why I'm talking to Anthony. it's interesting because he's mixed. You have a Latin American father and then you have an Irish mother. But once again, she was the one that kind of hammered into him that fierce pride for his Irish upbringing, right?
I just really like that okay. I feel like people that really like Green Lantern and have a favorite Green Lantern, because everyone has their favorite Green Lantern iteration, right? Character.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, every now and then, that Kyle kind of gets a little bit of hate.
Oh,
But I always thought he was interesting, and then he's also my brother's favorite Green Lantern. He's an artist, and that's amazing. He's super creative. So are his constructs that he makes from the Green Lantern ring. It's kind of perfect, I thought.
No, I think he's an interesting take on it. This cover here, Green Lantern 48. This is the first time that he appears, correct? Yeah.
I want to know more. I mean, for me, the soon as I know they're Hispanic or something like that, it's like I want to know more. And I won the first appearance.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
There's also a DC Universe variant. If you so instead of seeing the barcode, it'll say DC Universe in it. That's it's like a variation of it. It's cool to find.
Okay. Me too.
I'll have to look that one up later. Okay, now I don't know if this is true or not. So somebody out there, you might have to fact check me. But since we're talking about it anyway, I remember reading somewhere that the reason they gave him green eyes was to kind of reflect his Irish heritage. Is that true?
I don't
fact
know.
check me, guys. Whoever's out there watching, I'm pretty sure that's true. No, we're just gonna say it's true. You learned it here.
Let's just
go with it. His eyes are green because of his Irish heritage.
That'd be cool. I wish I had that. I'm part Irish. I don't have green eyes.
I have green eyes. You can't tell, but I do. I have green eyes. Yeah.
And then
it drives my daughter insane.
There's an infamous. Was it 57? Is the infamous fridge comic where, for character development purposes, they fridged his girlfriend. Literally put her in a fridge and did away with her. It's not worth a ton. I just got it because I hear that terminology a lot, where if writers get lazy, they just kill a female character and then it progresses the male character's arc or character, and you're like, well, can't you just write that instead of kill off a character? It's fine.
That was interesting. Really quickly, don't cheat, Jen. Close your eyes for a second. All right, here's the next one. There's another connection between Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Daredevil. What is it? Go ahead, you can open now.
What is it in regards to?
In regards,
just a
how do I give her? Huh?
Just a connection?
Yeah, it's another word play where it's like, oh, they're similar, kind of like hand and foot were similar. There's another.
I saw someone's comment about Master Splinter and Master Stick.
Dang it!
Yeah,
I saw the comment.
Oh, you're too honest. I would have been like, oh, I know.
Job.
I know. Without anybody giving me hints, I know. All right. Okay, we're about to move on to my personal favorite of the night. But before I do, can you guys stop whatever you're doing and share the stream out? We want to bring as many people in tonight as possible because we have something special coming up here. We don't typically do giveaways on our show, but Jen's a badass and she's going to hook somebody up. So let's get some more people in here so that they have a chance to win as well. Share out. Anyway, let's move on.
People who are watching live who comment a word. So sorry for people who watch this on the rewind. We'll figure something out possibly later if this works well. But it's only for people who are watching live that comment. Well, you'll see. There's a word. So just keep watching. Sorry.
Just keep watching. And what else could you be doing? What's more important on a Tuesday night than watching us talk about Irish characters, right? I mean, priorities, people.
Doesn't Snyder's thing come out? No, that's Thursday. No. That's not today. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Moving on. So this was my new favorite freaking character, Black Canary. I didn't know a lot about her. And so again, I started taking this deep dive into getting to know her character. What's the Flash comics, Jen?
That is from the Golden Age. 1940 something was the first appearance. That is way out of my price range. But that was her first appearance. Again, Golden Age. What you're seeing, the Flash comic on the right, that is from 48. That's number 92. That's her first cover.
I like it.
But I
Okay,
was
what do you mean way out of your price range? If I wanted to
It's
collect
really
either of these, what
expensive.
are we talking here?
It's Golden Age. I,
Let me see.
like even
can
if it
look it up.
was a 1.0,
Flash 86. Flash Comics 86.
even if it was a 1.0, like thousands, not even.
There's a
I wanted it. How much is it?
7.5.
A 7.5 for $26,000.
You know,
Holy-
that's fine. I have that. No, come on, man. That's you that
Holy moly. Wow. Well, at least if you get a 3.5, you can get it for 10,000.
you know, still
Just get two 3.5s, make a 7, and then you save yourself $6,000. See the math I
You're
did
so
there? What
smart.
about the number 92? Because I like that one better.
I like
You know what we
92
should do?
better
We
too.
can ask DC to please reprint these as when they do the reprints for
Yeah.
like $5. I'll own that. I can do that,
Oh, yeah.
right?
let
I'll
me
swing
see.
that.
It's 92.
All right, so
you
the
said,
number
right?
92 is about $6,000.
Oh, that's
Again.
better. It's a nicer puppy too.
We're getting
I like
closer.
dollar bins.
Maybe
right,
get
so-
it raw and clean it up and then get a slap. I don't know.
But can you
Or maybe
imagine
just-
buying this and telling somebody, "Hey, can you clean it up for me?" Oh yeah, when we were cleaning it, we detached the cover. No big deal. Soup. Oops, sorry.
Oh, hell no. Kill him. But that's what you get. That's why you learn how to do it yourself then.
I don't feel
Trash other
guilty.
comics.
I would probably mess it up. I probably sneeze. And you're like, oh, I did it myself.
Wear a mask.
Yeah, facsimile.
Take a
Yeah,
facsimile.
there you go.
So do you
How
guys
do
want to hear an
pronounce
interesting
that?
story behind this, though?
Facsimile?
Okay, this is something it's interesting to me. So the artist
Mhm.
was Carmine, I'm going to mess up the name, Infantino, right? Infantino, I believe, that he created the Black Canary character. He was in charge of
Development or
the artwork and building
Oh.
that character, but he was building it from scratch. So here's the interesting
Mhm.
thing. When they were talking to him, asking how he came up with her, he said that this was his version of a fantasy woman. This is a fantasy looking girl to him. So he kind of just drew from his
Oh.
mind, which reminds me so much of the Matrix, the girl in the red dress that walks by. Same idea. This is every man's like fantasy. But what's cool, the cool part of the story is I guess a few years later, he was out at some convention and he saw a girl that looked similar, very similar to Black Canary. And they ended up like dating for 3 years because he was so into the fact that she looked like his character.
Really?
No.
Yeah, he found a lookalike. He's like, it's meant to
That
be.
is
But I guess
so
they
funny.
didn't get married, but they dated for 3 years, which is
So,
So-
Carmine Infantino.
yes. Oh, you said it so much better than I did. You made that sound
Spanish,
all.
the Spanish accent.
Yeah, you made it sound all sexy.
Oh,
Mine's like
Infantino.
Infantino. Yeah, perfect.
So JJ Maxwell, yeah. So whenever I can't, so DC especially has a lot of Golden Age first appearances, and you're like, oh, you go Silver Age, you go Silver Age. If you can't afford that, then you go Bronze Age, and you just keep moving up until you can afford it. But JJ Maxwell said that. Good job. Yep, that's good.
Brandon Barton, blonde woman, but no red dress. I know, but it's the same concept. It's that same idea of
The stockings and
Yeah,
her costume still does well today.
I like
Right?
her costume.
I
Right?
think that would be a really cool Halloween costume, don't you think?
Yeah,
Or
you
you
should
can
do it,
cosplay
Laura.
her.
Oh my god, yes.
All right, I'll go to the salon and
Yes.
just dye the hell out of my hair, and
You
I'll do
don't
it.
want hair.
No, that's fine. Like that, you're good.
Yeah,
With your hair
you're
like that.
My hair's growing back. Anyway, Keith Christensen, hello. Welcome on in. Guys, thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it. Make sure you are sharing out because in a few minutes here, somebody live in the show will have the opportunity to get some very cool books on the house from Jen, The Opportunity. So make sure you're still paying attention because that's coming up here in a second. All right. So Black Canary was our last character. No, wait, we have one more, huh? One more
Oh
character we
yeah,
wanted to
the
highlight.
bonus character.
Bonus character. Go ahead.
Oh, Miguel O'Hara.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
I am a mixed person. I'm many different ethnicities in one person. Growing up, I was always the odd one out, especially like in a suburb of Chicago. Miguel was my first. I had that the black cover. Oh shoot, Amazing Spider-Man. What is
365.
I had that. What's this character? Like, what is it? Now they didn't explain. It was just the picture. So then
Mhm.
you then get Spider-Man 2099 #1. What this is cool. It's a mixed character. I'm a mixed person. This is neat. And I started like, looking into it. And then the cartoon came out in the 90s, late 90s. Yeah. With it. Or no, did they make that? No, they changed it. Yeah, they changed that one because they made it Peter Parker as if he went into the future, I think. It wasn't Miguel O'Hare. But then they did.
Right.
Did they do another cartoon?
Not that I. Oh, wait, Anthony's saying yes. Disney Plus, maybe.
Okay. And then if people are currently who didn't have all that stuff watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse with shoot, why am I blanking today?
Miles.
Yes, at the end, he made an appearance, and that's what got me really like jonesed about the sequel because you're like, oh, you're gonna bring him in the guy's voice from Happy Endings, I think. The actor from that is his voice at the end of Spider-Verse, I believe.
I think you're right, yeah.
Mixed character, really liked it. They were cheap books for the longest time, and then boom.
How much are they now?
Oh, I don't know. I could price it really quickly.
Like about $10. I remember
how much
like a couple years $10 before. So I don't know.
They were that black cover in dollar bins all the time. And same thing with Spider-Man 2099. And then all of a sudden they just started drying up. I looked online. They went, I think for a long time they were in the $10 range. And I think it kind of fluctuates in waves.
Mm-hmm.
Your man stands with their Southside Chicago here. Yeah, I like it too though, because like I mean, Anthony and I have mixed kids, so I like it when we have characters that kind of have diverse backgrounds like that. It's so cool, and then the kids can relate to it and read about it. Oh, here we go. Haley said I can totally relate. Mixed kid in suburbs of Chicago. Nice. So there you go. You have people watching that kind of have that same vibe where it's like, okay, they're bringing part of me into this in a way. Like you can feel yourself in these characters, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, between Kyle and Miguel, because they both came out in the 90s, that both those characters. And it's interesting that it took so long for Miles to come around, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was definitely long overdue. No, I agree with you completely. But then going back and doing this deep dive into the Irish characters, it was cool that we found I think 3 of these are mixed. Kyle was and
Miguel, I thought it was funny when Captain America's Irish.
Dude, I had no freaking clue. But I guess that makes sense, right? But it never occurred to me. We didn't put Captain America up tonight, guys, but we are aware he's Irish. We were just like, no, we're gonna kind of try to go a little bit deeper here. But what are you drinking, Lucy?
Well, we call it's like a chavela, but then I put my little mix. It's not tajin really because I mix it with some other stuff, but it's like a chavela. But
what do you put in
mango cart with mango cart, huh?
What do you put in there?
On the rim, I just add like salt and a little bit of sugar and the tajin, so it's not so. I don't really like so much the tajin. So
that sounds good. No, I like it. Forget what we're talking about. Tell us more. That just sounds amazing. It's called the Lucy.
Yes.
Order it at the bar. All right. Moving on to the next. Wait, hold on. Before we move on, so that was our character highlights, guys. If you're just hopping on in, we had we started with Siren. So if you need to go back and watch them, there's some cool stuff about her. We had Daredevil, because you have to, right? Then we went right into Kyle Rayner. We ended with Black Canary and Miguel O'Hara. Now we want to kind of switch gears and highlight some really cool Irish creators. So go ahead, Anne. To kick it off, we are going to start with, and people in the chat, let me know if I'm saying this wrong. Is it artist Will Sliney? Like slimy?
I thought Slinny. Like Slinny.
We were debating.
Slinny like you're skinny.
Slinny like you're skinny. No, slimy like you're slimy. Anyways, somebody out there has to know how to pronounce this, but we are going to bring up artist Will Sliney until somebody corrects me, because this is one of those artists, again, where I've seen his work, but I never made the connection, and I think it's important to kind of honor his roots. And he's kind of cute.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, he's cute. So, all right, what is he known for? Let's see. Jen, you had me track down this Star Wars book that he did, and it was a pain in the ass to find this. Why?
Okay. Because Star Wars Galaxy Edge, the cover you're seeing where you're in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon looking at over Galaxy's Edge, was only given to people who worked on Galaxy's Edge in the park. So there's like
Oh.
3,000 ballpark 3,000 copies. I think 3,500, 600.
Wow.
So it's really tough to get because that means you have to find somebody who worked on the park and then sold it. But the thing is, think about if you're given a comic book, it runs that same thing of not everyone is a comic book collector, so they're not going to be in the greatest condition.
Mhm.
It'd be cool to have one, but I didn't know it was him until I saw him. Oh man, he's the one that did that cover. That's sweet.
That's pretty
Pause
awesome.
really quickly. Lucy, pronounce that. How's it pronounced?
Oh hell no! Don't answer. me.
Slinne. Slinne. Damn it. Not slime. Well,
That's funny.
now we know. Now we know. So anyway, back to this. Will Slinne. That's the only way you could get this. And I'm telling you, man, girls, if you were working in the park and you got one of these, would you have sold it?
No, I'd keep it.
Yeah, I would have kept it.
I would
'cause
also
it's
kind of want everyone's signature on it because I'm weird like that. I would have gone around like with your yearbook. Hey, can you?
Probably. I don't know, but if I wasn't a collector and then I knew there was a market for this, then probably I would have sold it. Depends how much like it can go for. But if I was
that's
a
a good question.
collector, like I would have kept it. I don't know. It's a tough. I don't know.
I kind of feel like if you work in Disney, you have a passion for Disney, and so you're probably a Star Wars fan, and like just working in the park is such a cool thing. It feels like you're part of history, right? So you would have to pry this from my dead cold fingers.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he's done a lot of Star Wars covers. One of my favorite is the Galaxy's
Going for
Edge.
1,000 on eBay. Sorry to interrupt you,
much?
Jen. It's going for 1,000 on eBay. That's what Darren said.
Yikes.
So yeah, probably would have sold it.
Oof. Maybe that are they asking 1,000 or have they sold at 1,000?
Oh,
Mm.
yeah. Good one. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, Jen. Sorry.
Oh,
Continue.
sorry. So there's a Galaxy's Edge #4 second print that has Dr. Aphra, and you kind of get like an interesting headshot, like a back headshot of Hondo. I
Mhm.
like that one a lot, and that's also him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff when I was researching it, he has a lot of Star Wars books, which are really, I mean, that's fantastic. But I also wanted to show, I mean, Marvel just locked him in, right? So I wanted to show some of his other covers. So you have the Silver Surfer Black up there, which is a very interesting cover. I like the
I
art
like it a
there.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
That
cool.
one's solid. Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe again over on the right. Same deal. Very interesting, distinguishable art style, which is important to me. I like to be able to tell who the artist is. Then we have Angel on the bottom and then Spider-Man over off to the side. So I did some research on him again before we went live, and he did an interview, and they were like, well, how did you get into, cover art? And he said, I literally just Googled how to get a job in comics. That's where he started. He Googled it, and the advice was to bring your portfolio to a convention and show as many people as you possibly can. So that's what he did. He took out a loan and he got a portfolio together, and he just went to a con and just started, showing his work, and he got picked up by freaking Marvel.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah, I think
amazing.
I was reading. Do you ever see the TV show Farscape on Sci-Fi?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
A while back, actually.
I believe, now someone can correct me if I'm wrong, his first coming into comics was Farscape from Boom.
Huh.
And then he came into Marvel. But I'm not positive.
You might be right, because I know that he was saying in the interview, he was like, yeah, then I got picked up by Marvel, and I thought maybe one or two, and then they'd be done with me, but then they kept me, which is just, and he's like, I've been busy ever since, which is kind of neat. It's kind of a cool little backstory as to how this guy went from just being, an artist to being a Marvel artist.
That's pretty cool. I was gonna ask this, so he was an artist, and then that's what he Googled. How to
Right.
get into. Okay, gotcha. Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. Perfect.
Oh,
Ooh.
Jen. Okay, guys, if you are currently watching, if you right now in the comments type in the code word green, you will be in the running to get what, Jen?
You have to give us a thumbs up too. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thumbs up. Make sure you're also following us on Instagram, because that's where we're gonna see who the winner is tonight. So type in green. We can see both. We can see both Facebook and YouTube comments. So you have to type in, because we're live. Type in green. You'll be entered in. We'll do it live tonight.
Giveaway.
It's the Wanted Comics Oops. Oh, here we go. Wanda Comics. Will's
Nice.
exclusive cover.
Do I qualify?
I was just saying, can I enter? Green.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I mean, I don't think that's fair.
No, just kidding. Don't count me.
I'm not kidding. I want in. I want these books so
I'm
bad.
in,
so
but-
green.
I mean, this is my favorite character. Like that's what I'm gonna say. This is my favorite character. She's
Then
yeah.
she looks badass.
Oh man, we got a lot of greens over here. Perfect. So make sure you guys go over to Instagram too to check that tonight. A lot of greens.
You have until the end of this broadcast to enter green. So if you come in late, maybe we'll say it one more time, and then follow us on
give us a
Instagram.
thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up,
guys.
and then
Lucy
follow
put green.
So follow us on Instagram because that's where we're going to announce the winner tonight. Because we have to do with. I'm going to figure out how if we can like show you guys the thing, and then we'll show who wins, and then we contact you through Instagram. That's because I don't know how to do it on YouTube. The comment, like, or the talking. I know how to talk.
Our Instagram is badass. It's worth following. We put comics of the day up there. We put some fun clips. If you're not following us on Instagram, this is the perfect opportunity to remedy that. Also, before we move on, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. It means so much to us when you do, letting us know if you're enjoying the show. It makes us smile. So go ahead and do that for us. But let's move on. We'll kind of circle back to that though, Jen, just in case people come in late. Okay, we left off with Will, and now we're moving on to author Garth Ennis. Okay.
Yeah.
What was that?
Because there's so much, right?
Right. There's so much to say about him. Like, I don't even know where to start.
Award winning.
Mm-hmm.
He's won numerous awards and been nominated over more than my fingers on my hands.
Yeah, he's incredible. So Ennis got into his comic book writing like really young. I think he was like 18 or 19 when he started writing comics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was 18 or 19 when he first got into the hobby. And his first book that he wrote was called Troubled Souls. Actually, I think I have a picture of it. Here we go. On the left side here, Troubled Souls for Crisis, I think was the publisher. Interesting book. I kind of read a little bit of a synopsis on it. It's about like an agent that has to plant a bomb, and then he has like this conscious problem, like he feels guilty. It's an interesting story. But then you see him kind of jump over into the American comics with Hellblazer.
Oh, wow.
Like 2 years later.
Wow.
Are you guys familiar with either of these?
No.
Hellblazer Constantine.
Yeah, it's a really good book, but this is where you kind of get to see the beginning of how he writes. Like Garth, he has I don't want to say
I think
overly violent, but he's violent, man.
Yeah, I would say also like very grounded.
In what way?
Okay, I don't know if this is good. So whereas in Frank does his stories that are very in real world, I feel like Garth does the similar thing where it just seems like I would be really curious because you don't see a lot of writer teams team up, but I think Frank and Garth would be a really interesting team to see like play off each other. You don't think so?
I don't know. Like his stuff is just so. Oh, here we go. This is the best way to put it, Patrick. It's so twisted, but it's twisted in a way like I feel like he's there's no gray. You either love this guy's writing, you love his style, you love the fact that he grew up predominantly on like British war comics. So he's pretty well known for his kind of hatred of superheroes. He thinks they're ridiculous. And you see that conveyed in his writing. So you either have people that love that about him and respect him about it, that stance he takes, or you have people that just fucking hate him, right?
I think a lot of people like Preacher and the Boys, right?
Well, those are the three that he's the most known for. You have Hitman, Preacher, and The Boys. And same deal, though. If you've read any of these, which I've read The Preacher for sure. I haven't read Hitman. And obviously I read The Boys. But same deal. You have extreme violence in all of these. That there's not like this reverence for that superhero thing. We're not spoiling anything, are we?
I don't think so.
No.
It's been out forever. Everybody knows The Boys, right?
Yeah. And like I like The Preacher. I did read a little bit of that one. I didn't read the whole thing, but I read only like the first few issues. I liked it. The Boys, though, I couldn't get into it that much because it's pretty violent. The show is violent, but the comic, it's just like, it was a lot. I might give it another try. I don't know, but it was a pretty graphic.
But that's, dude,
I don't know.
if you like Berserker, I feel
Mhm.
like you will probably lean towards some of his Garth stuff. I haven't seen The Preacher yet, the TV version.
It
It's
was
on
okay.
my watch list. The Boys is fantastic, but
I
even
know, I love The Boys. I'm shocked that you don't like it. Like even with all the violence, right?
well, you don't even see like the Boys comic. There's it's okay. If you read The Walking Dead and then you watch the TV show, you're like, oh, they left a lot out.
Mhm.
Right.
It's the same thing with The Boys. If you like watching Amazon The Boys, read the comic. And that's actually how I got a few people hooked. Is they'll watch, well, so they watch The Boys. Oh, I really like this. Oh, you really like it? Here's the graphic novel.
Now you're gonna love it.
Well, and then they came back and they're like, well, they didn't show half that. I'm like,
You just have to get around, like with Hitman, from what I've been reading, there's a lot of like penis jokes and a lot of like masturbation jokes. It's kind of like for some people it might be a little bit too unfiltered, but if you can get past that and look at the style of the writing and the way he develops these characters and the plot lines, I mean, Preacher is freaking fantastic. But
Right.
again, when you look at the Preacher, you
Preacher's
have
more like my type of thing, like more demons and stuff like that. I like that shit, like that. It's my stuff. But The Boys, I don't know. It was just
so
different.
good. It's so
It was just
so
different.
good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Preacher, you get what? Like you get the rednecks that look all crazy. If you've read that
Or
one,
like demons and crazy stuff like that. Like, and that's what more like I'm into.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
no.
also had his stint with Punisher. He's done again. He's
Right.
written so many things. We couldn't talk about them all. We just tried to do
Yeah.
we that were the top, right?
Oh
But
wait, A Walk Through Hell. That one was which it was came out like a couple years ago too. That one's a pretty big hit, and I think it was supposed to be some kind of show or some, I don't know, movie also. And those books are not, which I think they will be good to get right now if they end up doing something like that. If they already did a Preacher, The Boys, A Walk Through Hell will probably be good. That somebody, it's better to pick up right now if you haven't read it.
Wasn't that
Oh,
book on
somebody
the
just
hot
said it.
hammock a while
Yeah.
ago? I remember seeing the covers and it was hard to find those.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that I do have those. I have those. I was able to read one and it was pretty good.
Yeah, butt face. That's one of the disfigured. Anyway, you have to read the comment. Otherwise, people are like, "What is he that?"
Yeah.
He's calling us all butt faces. No, it's one of the characters. But yeah, it's a very interesting take on writing. I'm curious to see what else he comes out with. So we couldn't do any type of show without him, right? It had to be brought up. We just got a bunch more people that hopped in. So Jen, very quickly, can you tell them what they should do?
okay, so if you're watching us right now, this is only available if you're well, you have a chance to win if you're watching live. Type in green into the chat. We can see the live chat on Facebook and on
YouTube.
Facebook. You're on YouTube, yeah. And you can chance to win these two. They are exclusive covers from Wanted Comic.
Done by
IX.
And they're done by what?
Oh, Will. How you say it again?
Slinny.
Slinny, yeah. So it's 1 and 2. I really like this character. Read the novel. It's great. And so yeah, I'll send you.
You have to type the word
green into the chat, and then follow us on thumbs up and follow us on Instagram, because tonight we'll take everyone that commented green in the side chat, and we'll put into a spinning thing or right? Like
yeah, on the spinning wheels like drunken chat.
Yeah. And, well, I like the wheel. Like there used to be the thing where people put it into thing and then they roll the dice.
Yeah, no, I like the wheel too.
I like the wheel. And then we'll post it on Instagram tonight to see who wins, because that way we can contact you through Instagram and get information to send you the book, and I'll send it tomorrow morning. That's what I will do.
Damn, look at that shipping speed. I mean, you don't get customer service like that anymore, right? I mean, that's crazy. She'll ship it tomorrow. So say green in the chat. That way you'll be in the running. This is kind of fun for us. We're going to figure out how we're going to do this tonight. And it's going to be, if this goes well, it'll be an ongoing thing that you'll see between
Yeah, we're gonna see too, like doing live stuff for people who watch us live, and then people who watch us on the what's it called, the rewind.
The rewind, rerun.
A
What else do you say?
rewatch.
Like, when you rewatch it when it's not live.
When you watch it, not live. That's what I was just saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, very good. So yeah, you guys, we appreciate the support. If you haven't already, will you please give the show a thumbs up and leave a comment? And as the girls were saying, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram, and we have some big changes coming. So we want you guys to be around so you can see when that happens. And we have exciting giveaways that we're going to start doing. So again, share this out. Make sure you're telling your friends that there are women out here that want to talk comics. And we're going to be here every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's called The Rewind.
There you
If
go.
you're watching The Rewind.
Oh, and thank
So,
you
yeah.
for everyone watching in Chicago.
Yeah, a lot of love in Chicago, man. Where all these Chicagans come from? Chicagoans? Chicagans, right?
I don't-
No? Chicagoans? Chicagoans.
I don't know why it sounds weird.
You should know. You're in Chicago.
I don't know why it sounds so weird.
Darren just said
Chicagoans.
he just knows we're all
Chicagoans.
wearing green. Yeah, we're wearing green because tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day. You know.
Yeah,
now
this is
we're
kind of
green.
our, what would you call it, Lucy? Our pre-party?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, they
there
already
you go.
they
Pre-game.
already dyed the river green in Chicago, so they did that this weekend. This is our pre-show for that, and also, yeah, what? No cigar?
You put close, Laura, but no cigar.
No,
Damn it.
Okay.
sorry.
Chicagoans. I think that sounds perfect.
Yeah, that sounds
All right,
better.
guys, we're going to call it for tonight. We will be back next week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have an awesome show planned for then, too. And again, make sure you put green in the comments, and we'll announce it tonight. So follow us on Instagram. Anything else, girls?
I think that's all for tonight.
Yeah, and if you're not busy, Comic Book Food Chain is going to be coming up here in about 45 minutes. So if you have not checked out that show, you definitely want to. Comic Book Food Chain. It'll be on shortly. Have a good night, guys.